This has been our base for our Grand Riviere holiday, the Crab Key Coastal Apartments. There is a link in the video description. This morning, we are heading to Shark River. On the first part of this trip, we're going through what may be called the commercial part of Grand Riviere Village. It's really a small village with simply a bar, a few small mini-marts, a lotto booth, a health center, the hotels, and a small outlet that sells homemade ice cream. And the ice cream tastes good because we tried it. Along the way, we pass Hosang Street, which is the street that leads to the visitor center, where you can book tours to view the turtle nesting. For those who have never seen the nesting of the leatherback turtles, I have included a link in the video description to my video that shows leatherback turtles nesting. Much of the village hugs the main road, but if you stop and look at the side streets, you realize that there are houses going up the hills on those streets. Very soon, we leave the main part of the village, although occasionally we pass a house. After a short distance, we come to a scenic spot overlooking the sea with a great view of part of the coastline. Now we continue on our way with the road winding through forested areas. A little further on, we arrive at another scenic spot overlooking the sea that is great for photo opportunities. Although Google Maps states that the Shark River is only 12 minutes drive after Grand Riviere on the road to Matlot, it will probably take most people longer because it is a narrow road with many corners. Although parts of this road look like that famous phrase, "Nobody lives there," every so often you see a house that tells you that along this road somebody lives there. On any car journey with little children, you will hear the complaint, "Are we there yet?" Well, very soon we will be arriving at Shark River. So we have arrived at Shark River. This is a favored location for river bathing and riverside cooking. You can see that some people have already built a fire and a pot is bubbling on the fire. Years ago, you could drive down to the landward side of the river and bathe there. I remember driving down, and in the evening, I had difficulty driving back onto the roadway. I see that now there's a sign stating no entry on that side, and I also see what appears to be a water installation. I suspect that is the reason for the no entry. Shark River enters the sea very shortly after this location, and it is that confluence of the river and the sea that gave rise to the name Shark River. It is reputed that many years ago, young sharks would gather at the mouth of the river, and so people began calling the river Shark River. I, however, have not heard about sharks swimming up the river, at least not in the last few years.